hello, hello, hello. Very beautiful ancient soul. So I'm channeling and I'm going to dive into this energy that's showing me people that are going through a wisdom revelation. So you have acquired something many lifetimes and you're circling back. This is really big energy. It's soul healing reservoir. Okay, I don't know. I see this sleeping beauty here. She's sleeping out in nature. Okay, yes. So this is an empowering, feminine, primal, archaic energy. It's deep rooted in all of us, but it's specifically going to enlighten you, okay, to the wisdom that you were never meant to work and survive and provide and produce at rates of like factory farming. You were never meant to be pushed to the edge. That makes you feel like you don't want to be here. So there's this soul healing, there's this sleep, this slumber. It's coming through the realm of the air. So through the heavens, you're receiving codes and it's activating you. It's saying, hey, you were put here, and it's a position that you're playing for the team. It's like you have a team and it's trying to get you to realize why you came here. So you're activating your purpose right now. And this is the wisdom. There's something that comes into your psyche. It's angelic. You saw the eyes like an angel. It's blue also, just the energy of who you really are deep inside, which is something they have terrorized publicly, humiliated, just trampled on feminine energy to the point where we had the witch trials, we had public shaming. It's just outrageous. The slaughter has been on feminine energy. And feminine energy is children, babies, pregnant women, feminine men. It's really just an energy of passiveness. And then there's these aggressors. So we're going to tap into the energy of you, because you're this divine creature that sits in a cage in a prison. You have this expansive energy that wants to implode and explode out of you. All these eyes watching you, all these stars. You are stargazers. We're gazing at the stars because we're mesmerized. We're in a spell. Okay. So we're tapping into, and it says paradigm shift. So this is trippy energy, and the part of the illusion is you're asleep. You don't quite realize you're sleeping, that you would agree to this type of a dream. Like, why would you be trapped in a dream like this? It's the concept is, for many people, nobody wants to digest what's really happening. Everyone wants to speculate what fits in the mold, but what's really happening to you is so deep and soul healing that it just makes you feel like you don't belong. And it makes you disassociate, disconnect, and also put you in vulnerable positions because you have this energy of something to be caged, something to be captured, like a beautiful butterfly. So you're out here fluttering your beautiful energy, and there are serpents and eagles, which is where we left off in the last reading. The sugar as well. You are the nectar to another creature that's not you, and it's feeding on you. It's feeding on light. in general, codes. And waking up to this is hard. It's very, 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 very hard to be like, all right, cool. I'm in a Truman Show. That's really reality. Things aren't, like, nothing makes sense anymore. Except that, you know, we're kind of in some sort of simulation. You know, it's some sort of interactive play that we're doing. We're playing something, and something's going on. Like, what is going on? Nobody knows what's going on. Nothing makes sense anymore, you know? So your soul and everything, hearing voices is the first card that came out. I'm loving these live streams. I'm at work. I'll watch this later. Okay. Currently in nature. That's so beautiful. Please. All that vibes, all the vibes of nature. Like, look at this. This is you. In nature, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Like, humans need to lounge, just like all the other species. And the feminine energy that we're not going to forget about here is a part of us that needs to be alone, like a cat. Like, there's a part of us that needs to be alone and in our own energy for flow, for the purpose of movement and health and vitality. Like, we need to be in an energy of receiving, kind of just even the air element with this card here. So there's so much that's going on inside of the womb carriers, especially, but also children are portals. Portals are portals, okay? But womb carriers, hearing voices, witch trials. So there's a deep awakening, right? That's happening inside of you. Indigenous came out, which really, really connects. What did I title this? I don't know if I did the archaic word. Oh, I wrote it down. Archaic, very old and old-fashioned. And then indigenous came out with this, again, creature, which is you. It's you to the point of, like, remember when you were not this body, this person that you personify, that you go outside and project, you know? There's a deep knowing that that's not really who you are. And if you continue pretending that you don't know there's more to the story, you're going to feel trapped because you're agreeing to things that you're really unaware of. The kingdom of God belongs to those who receive it like a child. Mark 10:15, entrance to the kingdom is given, not earned. The humbling oneself spiritually and materially, standing with those who society deems unimportant, accepts gifts, be humble, be teachable. That is a reason, like, I'm so confident that we just had, I don't know, a lot of people in the room now down to one, because that's how that energy works. You happen to be the person that's that one in the 15, 20 people that's around that God's opening the door for. It's like you have in no way of privilege or entitlement, and just way of karma and justice, which is so beautiful. You are experiencing justice through lineage. This is a justice that gives you the authority to claim sovereignty. So this card is very funny because if I hurt your feelings, I do it with pure intentions. I love you, but I love me more. I got to protect my energy. That is not a crime. And Kevin Gates said that. And why that's coming out for you is to confirm that you have to protect your feelings. You have to protect your experience. And if we look at how your energy through history, which is his story, telling the side of his story without her side. Like, it's so bizarre. It's crazy. But her side of the story is going to be profound when allowed to speak. So it's like, Black women came out. If I'm not 100% on point, that is, I'm seeing, what's her name? Taja something, beautiful, lovely, wonderful actress. If y'all know her name, please. I don't know. Okay, but that's all of us. Like, now I'm seeing Whitney Houston, I'm every woman, because that's the energy. And I'm seeing the freaking Powerpuff Girls. It's just the sisterhood, the womanhood that was taken out. This was mothers. So if you're a male, you had a mother, that was a feminine energy. And this is part of your healing. This is part of your truth. So we're tapping into an energy that's hundreds, thousands of years old. It's deep rooted in your ancestors here, where they are not, when they know so much deep wisdom like this, and it's only to be put into trusted hands, it's like trying to get you to understand you have acquired this, earned this, in a way of be proud of yourself, be confident that this is something that you can have. You are worthy. You don't have to, wow, like, I love this. A cold, calculated, bitter psycho bitch. Okay. But it came out, I think, for a reason. Because your energy was so calm and chill, and it just kind of showed me like a feminine figure that was put into your life to cause havoc, to create catastrophe, to make you delusional, which is hearing voices, and it's God's side and the other side, period. Just really, all this kind of embodies the energy of somebody that represents a strength that is so it's an old feminine energy that society has deemed as aggressive or violent or dangerous. There you go. Society considers this energy dangerous, but it's actually very powerful. So you are showing up as a interstellar, powerful, I want to continue with the frame of creature in a very, very loving and positive way, because you're a creature that has been contained. You could be anything from, I just see the fairies and the mermaids and all the things we imagine. So those things. But in this reality, 3D land, it's considered mentally ill. So this energy was the DNA inside of us. That's, some codes are turned off, some codes are turned on. The DNA codes that got turned off were for survival purposes when they did things like the witch trials, which were very, very violent on women for a lot of times, things that were not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So this is in your DNA codes, and it's important for you to exercise this power at this time, because what society calls mentally ill, a developmental disorder affecting the ability to effectively socialize and communicate, which could be on the autism spectrum, which higher functioning autism, hard time relating, like fixed routines, recognizing cues, misunderstanding social norms, lacks coordination, unusual body posture, and face expression. So there are people roaming the earth at this time, many, many people from homeless, living paycheck to paycheck, and whatever, living at poverty levels, struggling with mental illness. And that is a part of the team. We are all a part of the mission here. Like, you're not ascending if I'm not, and if they're not. Like, it's like teamwork makes the dream work. Which is why it's so painful right now, is because we're at war with each other. We're more about division than unity. Like this affection that she had to bring over here of, not being separated. Acne and new management. Acne, hormones. It's like we have symptoms that are telling us very much so that our bodies are incapable of tolerating what's happening to them. Can you please explain your life? I'm channeling, listening to guides that are really ancient, and we are talking about what's going on in the spirit world that the 3D is not quite perceiving and or doing anything about. But it's really important, but it doesn't attract people because it's not trending. I don't know. But we're talking to them. So, new management and acne coming out together. New management, which is saying, okay, who's running your life? So we're going to get to these tarot cards too. So who's running your life is important. Are we free? Is a really honest and clear question. But to me, freedom means you are in control of your time. And I think a lot of people are struggling with what that means. As I look over here with the energies rushed, pushy, too fast, can't focus, spinning with acne here, it's stirring up the hormonal imbalance, the consumption of what's right. Because there's a misunderstanding how do I put this? What is triggering and causing symptoms that you're having? And with the air element here and the capturing visuals of somebody that needs to be free and rest, it's like, are you recognizing what's trapping you in this cage? Are you giving an honest review of your choices in your life? And are you telling the truth? Because when you know that you're connected and you're in tune and your intuition is in harmony with nature, that's almost like as simple as it is. When you're in tune with nature and you can just be, everything's fine. I know that's so simple, which is the tower. Like, I'm so in a place with somebody here with, it's like, here you are, reality has shattered. You have conquered so much. It's been treacherous. I don't know other words right now, but it's been divine. It's been exceptional. It's been fun, scary, but you've conquered the devil. Hearing voices, so what? So what? Who's to say what's going on? Who's to say what's going on? Because this wisdom that's coming through is a protective energy, a sacrifice, sacrificing energy, which only would come from a mother, something that deeply loved its child. Eight of Wands in reverse. Right, not receiving any communication, or also receiving it very erratically. Like maybe you're receiving a lot of information. Hearing voices. Yeah, I'm truly picking up on a creature, which is obviously like the internet has names like starseeds and extraterrestrial. I mean, fairy, I don't know what you are. There's so many species, in my opinion, all speculative and imagined. Hangman in reverse. Okay. Yes, you have a perspective now. You see it. You've decided. So you were hung up. You were like, all right, I'm not sure what is right or wrong or where I should go. But you've decided now. You said, no, I have made this decision. You have determined what breaks your heart in your pattern. Okay? And what brings about these symptoms of however they come about, fibroids, hormone problems, acne, obviously on the card specifically, but it's all signaling you that literally your inner child is in danger. That's the reality, because your inner child sees more of what's going on. It's just hiding from it all. It's putting on a happy face and pretending and going out in public and, oh my God, like faking the funk for culture, for the cult mentality. You're in a cult and you're faking the funk, and it's stressing you out. Okay? And it's not allowing you to take care of yourself. Okay? Look at this. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who does not have everything that they should. Like, this queen should have a happy home, a nice, everything she needs. She got a little money in the bank. She's comfortable. She could go get whatever she needs, but she's not necessarily flashy or anything. She's just good. That's this energy right here. And for it to come out in reverse after the Six of Cups in reverse, specifically the elephants, it's like, where has your feminine principles that you've been taught or learned from culture, from the cult, been driving you into situations that cause stress and harm? I want to pull an inside and outside energy with these. Yesterday we had the king, which was your ruler, and you were the scribe. So you were writing, and that could mean so many different things. But you were not telling the truth. You were writing for the king, because the king was a bad ruler. And this was representing somebody in your life, somebody that you trust to lead or guide you somewhere, that is somehow a part of you not taking care of yourself. Why we started off with the Tower is very important. It's because this side of reality is jarring. So the Prince in reverse fell on the floor using power for self-aggrandizement. Basically, a very selfish, lying, deceptive type of person. But they're like this because of entertainment. They literally, maybe, a lot of people live for entertainment, to be entertained. It's ridiculous. But their whole life revolves around being entertained. And it's like for fun. this energy would, it just taunts you. It's a character, it's a figure, it's a multiple figures. It doesn't have to be one person. It could be a boss you had at a job, an uncle, a boyfriend, a child, a parent. Like, it could be so many different people at one time in your life, because it's all coming in, which is why, but it's intentional, because the spirit world is hiring, because it's there's just so much on the internet that is misjudging and perceiving what's happening. It's crazy. Judge, okay? Look what flew out, the judge, because things aren't being perceived. But in this energy, in this frequency, you're perceiving something accurately. You're not sleeping right now. You're seeing things clearly, that there's vampires out there, okay? And they bite and they drink blood, which is terrifying, because you are so, I'm not saying that word. I don't even know what robust means, but it, like, I don't even know why I see a turkey. But you just represent juicy food. Yum, like absolutely just pleasureful joy comes from feeding on your energy. It's insatiable. It's just like this sensation type of vibe. But you're like, okay, I'm starting to perceive that I'm in a vulnerable position. I'm fairly assessing the situation. I think I'm being attacked, but it doesn't quite seem like it's happening. So it's very covert and behind the scenes, maybe manipulative or, hard to see. But you have these inner voices, these wisdoms coming through, that stuff's going on. And there's more to what you are. There's a deeper wisdom in your gut that's leading you deeper and deeper into yourself, to a slumber of 1,000 years, somebody that can just rest. You are somebody that needs to rest. You have done a lot. Yeah. So I did wonder, well, that's a number 2, but there's 9 and then 12. Actually, yeah, I want some of these. Dance came out. Guilt and shame. So dance is a very primal feminine energy, right? It's something that is fluid and flowing. It releases, Tai Chi, like I'm just seeing martial arts, the art of dance in general, from performative or whatever. It's something to protect, to cherish, to preserve. But there's guilt and shame here, where whatever it is that is your skill, is your gift, is your, thing you want to flow into, it's hidden behind this guilt and shame. And this judge is now kind of showing me like you've judged yourself because of words from this character over here. So you've weighed up the scales and looked at yourself with shame, hearing voices. It's all in your head. Like you're being pushed too many directions and too hard all at once. And asking for a break is too much for the energy around you. A lot of us are stopping energy vampires and people that are savagely, brutally after people in so many shapes and forms. and you have one of them on your back or in your group or in your clique or around you. You know what I'm saying? Just some level of energy sucker, right? This hearing voices with the sleep card, it's God's side or the other side. Just because people have been tapping into their intuition and rediscovering what's already been there, intuition, psychic abilities, freaking fairy dust, and, rainbows, all the magic that we've been holding within, now that it's so prevalent and coming off as a mental illness or sketchy behavior or whatever, some label that some person made up, it's like, are we going to acknowledge that hearing voices or experiencing psychic phenomenon is like, are we going to just keep calling that crazy? I don't quite understand, because denying her story, feminine energy, the essence of woman, which is to be protected. And I say woman because womb carrier is one part of feminine energy. It's a singular, separate part. It's a womb carrier. And I'm one of them. So I tend to lean in that wisdom. But there's also feminine energy, which is a child. Everything that needs to be protected, which is also even like deer, animals. The reason things are so flipped upside down and so bad in your immediate reality and way, way out there, it's because as individuals and as the collective, we're not coming together in this wisdom of like what they used to, at the stake for. She's crazy, lock her up or put her in a thing or whatever they did, all the crazy stuff they did. People are losing their mind because of fear and psychosis and all these things over the fact that people have more of an experience than others. It's pretty bizarre that because 80% of the population experiences life a certain way and 20% of us don't, somehow 20% needs to be locked away or controlled or managed, because that could very much so be a shady character that's just somehow managing your movements. If you want to go somewhere tomorrow or become or be or whatever, to fly away as this dragonfly fairy avatar that you are, you're a mutant. They labeled you, right? There's the label, and it is what it is at this point. Like before, it was energy that just wanted to feed on you. This way, at least you can, I heard the word capitalize, which is very Capricorn. Very Capricorn of me to get off. Sign language, or it's so interesting. Language, hearing voices. I find it fascinating that you're so quiet, you're so silent, but what's going on is so big, it's so loud, it's so expansive. Your crown chakra is on, it's just lit. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's really activated. You're very in the realm. You're highly intuitive, highly connected individual. When there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. African proverb that comes out so much, and it's so funny because it's always talking about that, going within your spaceship, your temple, your vessel. Remembering the layered spirit that you are. You're not just this avatar character. You show up every day playing a role. There's a feminine power here that helps aid life in ways that society and culture, the cult, isn't allowing it to do. It's putting it in a box and a frame that it's comfortable with, and it doesn't make sense. We're not to be controlled. This is very women's rights. This is very womb and children, protecting the vulnerable. We literally have to remember what is the point of everything we're doing and every decision and choice we make. Because if we're just living the same day over and over again, every 24 hours is the same on repeat, or 7-day cycle, we're just like going in the motions. That's torture. That's insanity. And we need change. We need variety. We need movement. We need play, fun, stillness even. We need time to relax so we can calmly experience feminine energy without the pressure of this urgent, which is obviously the duality of it would be masculine energy. And it's not to ever man versus woman here. Like, there's no shade or shame on any gender. We're just identifying an energy that's dominating culture right now because it wants to win. It wants to win and dominate. And it's so aggressive right now in a time when what really we need to be doing is calm down. Like, what are the grandmother voices saying? Think about grandmothers. Something that's so sacred and so special. We are terrorizing feminine energy to the point where grandmothers are being treated like, Thursday's trash. I don't know how to put it. And this is you, because everything is you. So when society and when reality is playing a movie in front of you, because that's what it's doing, we're just playing out all these freaking movies. You're looking over there at this character, this mother character, watching her get treated away. And you're getting treated away. And you see kids and you see animals and you see all this negativity and bad energy. It's like, what are you... Overwhelmingly clueless. It's so confusing. Like, what are we doing? Can we chill? Like, how do we chill here? Ooh, men provide and protect. Women amplify and provide. And this was said by this viral Jewish dude. And he was explaining this so well because it's true. And this goes back to the womb carrier. That's the one thing that definitively separates us from everything. Wombs. If you can birth a child, that's pretty freaking profound. I'm sorry. And if you can't, that's fine. It doesn't diminish that you're not important or that your feminine energy isn't powerful. But what we're going to do here is we're going to look at what's inside. When we see pressure and anxiety and stress and trauma and just like everyone losing their marbles over very unimportant things. Men need women. Women do not need men. Listen, I didn't say I believe that, but hold on. Let me just keep going. Women together with tribe and elders protect her. Men by nature took women away from tribe. I can show you the world, control and isolate. Now, this is from, I can't remember her name. So just listen though. This is important because you're trapped in a cage. You're this angelic fairy creature. Okay? And there's a lot of energy coming out. These are all concepts that I just play with. This is imagination class. Welcome. All right. So men need women. Women do not need men. Men provide and protect. Women amplify and provide. We have a prince here with his hand behind his back holding flowers, but he's in reverse. So he's doing something shady. while you're over here assessing and judging a situation with the new management movement, like needing to get, you know, take care of yourself. Because this tower you're experiencing, it is the fact that you don't believe in feminine power as, I don't want to say you don't believe. You're using your feminine power to amplify a delusional reality for a figure that has not the best intentions. So this energy is just being fed on, like literally it's just feeding on your energy. Overwhelmingly clueless. Why has mom been so quiet? Attention is more powerful than intention. Where attention flows, energy goes. So we're following a storyline, one of many. And in this one, mom, which I don't know who that is in the story. Who's mom? Mom. Why has mom been so quiet? Attention is more powerful than intention. Where attention flows, energy goes. But she also came out in the reading where we're talking about, interesting, where's mom been? Mom hasn't been protected. No, because mom was driven mad. Now I'm seeing Medusa, which we understand. I'm seeing Marilyn Monroe. I'm just seeing the lineage of women that were misunderstood for what they stood for. Is a pattern here. Why has mom been so quiet? Where is mom? I'm assuming you know who mom is for you. It's in your blood. Now we're talking about heritage, things that have been passed down to you. Passed down to you. Why? Systemic, relating to a whole system, like the criminal justice system or the nervous system. Everything's a mirror. So we're talking about, this has been a plan to keep your bloodline. It always comes to this. It is what it is. Like, people can deny it or not. There are different kind of species going on. Here you are, whatever this is, I don't need to label it. I can see what it is, and I can just acknowledge and respect it, because for whatever reason you're showing up as a magical being, and some people can't perceive or understand this kind of talk, and that's fine, but that's who you are. And it's been rigged to capture those like you, and to feed on your energy, and to harvest it, and to use it and fuel it for nefarious reasons. And for whatever reason, and here you are discovering that you need to make a decision here because you're this judge. So what do you need to make a decision on? Malcolm X. Freaking self-defense. Malcolm X represents not only like protecting your rights, or the rights of people, or a people that are specifically targeted, right? Against the authority. You know, you're being asked to assess and judge the situation in a way of the eyes of Malcolm X, where you would be like, this is not right. That's the energy. This is not right. We need to, goddess. You know, I want to make sure everybody remains humble in life. But goddess energy is also a very real thing. It is untouchable. It's like, oh my gosh, she's golden. You just can't touch the energy of goddess. It just is what it is. It's enchanting. Your energy has enchanted spiritually possessed people, but like entities rather, that are operating through people. And you've been in this energy and you're here to relieve yourself. But if you don't remember and trust and believe in what you can do here, what your rights are, what your ability is, it's like believe that you can do this. The sun. Believe you can do this. The sun. What does the sun represent? The sun is all about itself. Leo energy. And not to be selfish. It's not a selfish thing to be about yourself. But it is. It is selfish and it's fine. We have such a weird stigma around what selfish means. Community, tribe. It's all screwed up. It doesn't make any sense. So this goddess energy with Malcolm X, it's like, no. Can we stand up for our rights here? Jesus. Can we honestly get justice? Like, what the heck is going on? Is the energy. It's like, we can see the situation, you know? We can see it. We were in spiritual court yesterday or the day before, and it was so, we were talking about, because a lot of people are operating subconsciously through whatever you call, like, they're kind of psychotic, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not in control. They're not aware, self-aware of, if they're operating through fear, there's a red flag. Red flag if somebody's operating through fear. Everyone gets scared every once in a while. That's cool. It's fine to be scared of the dark and the unknown and everything. But to the point where you do outlandish things like, I don't know, it's anytime you create a boundary between you and something else to the point of separation, to the extent, like, I know, I speak so weird. Chakra, what did I mean? Can you tell them? Can you tell them that you're half husky and you shed too much hair? I'm going to pull another one of these. I'm seeing this tectonic plate because the earth is making movements right now. There's some stuff going on. Mercury. There's some stuff going on, and everyone's aware. And the more that we're just pretending, we're going in our day-to-day motion, like, oh yeah, nothing's happening. Put a smile on your face, make the world a better place. Like Phoenix and the bee flew out. Oh, it's the bug. I thought I caught it, but I didn't. Okay, with the eagle. Listen, we have a panther aggressively coming out. A lot of things. I know this isn't fair with the phoenix. The phoenix is separate. You see how it fell over there? I don't even know if you can see that. It fell over here on the words. Okay, that's interesting. I know this isn't fair. This angers you, but listen, so some of the anger can be released through the lens of the part of you that knows you're more than this body. You're not just this small existence. I know it's so loud and significant right now because it's what you believe. You're this name, this character, this You're an actor. You're acting. You're in the Truman Show. And do as you will with that. You're waking up that no matter what you've lost in this this tiny existence, there's so much you're gaining. And there's a lot to do with faith in the after world here, energy. However you perceive that, no judgment. But whatever happens after this life is where we are. It's not even that we're there, but we're focused on the long-term position now, because we are doing a soul healing process that requires very powerful individuals to come into a vibration you don't belong in regardless. You don't belong in this frequency, this energy level area that we're in. I am with our ancestors is here. I know this isn't fair. The sea serpent with the bee. It's showing me with the bee in reverse. Doing the day-to-day is too hard for you right now. It's like responsibility and schedule, order, structure, those kind of things, times, you just need a break. You're kind of in this energy of, I don't like how fast and orderly everything is right now. I really need to just kind of, that's kind of the energy, as within, so without. I mean, it's all going on, but you're embodying it, because when we're in this feminine energy that's volatile, because there is a dangerous feminine energy, that energy, but it's all about survival. So sometimes you're in a survival feminine energy, which could be to delete the program. And sometimes that could be self or children. Like, mother energy is archaically, wisdom wise, like deep in there. Dark humor, dark history, dark feminine. It's not all peaches and cream. There's this energy here of, we're in the womb. We're in the womb right now, but not even that deep in it. We just got here. I'm with our ancestors. The panther. We were talking about the panther. We were talking about Malcolm X, which he was the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers. The eagle, the vampire, the zebra. We were in Africa yesterday. I like how that's hidden with that card there. I don't know why. All right. I think that's it for the live, guys. That was some interesting energy that we were digging into there. It's pretty magical, and I'm certainly going to keep going down this rabbit hole. You are awesome. Whoever you are, you're pretty... I can learn from you, for sure. And I hope we explore this energy more, because it's very beautiful and rare on the planet right now. So if you're feeling froggy, I think this is time for you to jump. I think this is a time for you to... The perspective that you have gained, that you have right now, that's otherworldly, it's ready. It's ready for you to share. And yes, to the rest, please take a nap. You need a nap and some water, and some you just need to chill. The voices need to take a break, and yeah, just need a little break, okay? That's what I have. Thank you so much for watching. I do have some information in my description about my book, Scorpio Diaries. I lost my mind to find it. Available on Amazon if you want to check it out. And then if you would like to book a reading, I have a website. Check it out. Email me. Please leave a comment. Like the video. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much.